Welcome back, my friends. Let's begin another Witcher playthrough.
Done drinking? Then fuck off.
Don't want your kind here.
And everybody's racist on Witchers. Let's use the force on these people.
Haven't done anything to you, so just calm down.
Course no. You done nothing.
Horses work in witchcraft. Get him!
Well, how long you gonna make me nice meeting you?
If you guys just noticed, my friends, the Huts kicked one of the bandits for us. Now let's go discover the village.
It's raining, it's pouring, and Vermeer's snoring. He bumped his head when he went to bed and wet himself good morning.
Notice boards. Geralt has learned from experience to keep a close eye on his surroundings as he travels. For he never knows when he'll run into someone or something of interest. A damsel in distress, a merchant peddling rare wares, or a nest of pesky monsters. Such locations are marked on your map with the following icons. As you can see, those icons, my friends, those are places of interest in this game. Let's read what's on the notice board.
What do you say? Who taught you that?
Notice boards, my friends, are places of interest where villagers put requests or quests for each other. Let's read some of the requests they have placed on the notice board. Looking to borrow a plow, which is a shovel. Hey lads, there any among you can lend me a plow? Thing is, mine smacked up against a stone in my field so hard it bent halfways. And may a fiend take me if I know how to fix it, or plow my field without it. Roget. Imperial Edict number 18 out of 45, which are like government regulations. Let it hereby be known that by order of His Imperial Majesty's High Command, all able-bodied men of White Orchard must present themselves at the village inn, equipped with a shovel, a hoe, or a pickaxe of their own provision. The fields near the village are littered with corpses, and given the warm spring we are currently experiencing, the High Command fears the rotting bodies might bring contagion to the village. Let this stand as proof to the residents of White Orchard that their new rulers care for their safety and shall defend them not only from bandits, but also from disease, by introducing measures which have long been standard in the civilized world. Any man refusing to comply with this order will be flogged and put in the stocks. Signed, Captain Peter Sar Gwen Leave. The new order. This Thursday, all peasants living nearby are invited to come listen to Captain Peter Sar Gwendolive speak on the subject of laws soon to be introduced in these lands by our writ of our most gracious sovereign, Emir Var Emirus. Attendance is not obligatory, but every resident of White Orchard should partake of this opportunity to learn what rights they will enjoy and duties they will have under the new order. Good folk, you no longer live in barbarous lands, where every man does as he sees fit. You are now part of the great empire of Nilfgaard. Nilfgaardian law now protects you, yet it also ascribes you new obligations. Imperial forces have brought you to the torch of enlightenment. Grab hold of it, and your dark age shall soon give way to a bright new era. Death to the invaders. Hark, fair folk of the north. If you've a yearning for freedom, if you've prepared to take up arms to defend the motherland, head to the woods. You grow stronger by the day and will soon show the Nilfgaardian vermin that the Temerian nation will not bear its yoke without a fight. If your heart bleeds blue and golden lilies, you will sooner die for your country than live as a slave to the foreigners. Let us swear by our fathers who fell to the beasts at Soden, by the souls of the dead buried at Brenna, to arms! This, my friends, is just propaganda. Points of interest. There is much of interest to be found in the world's dense forests and fog-clad swamps. Whenever you pursue a notice board, markers will appear on your minimap to indicate potentially interesting places. Seek them out to learn what secrets they hold.
Jetty!
Now listen carefully. You're never to sing that rhyme.
NPCs in this game, but you can't scare them to run away. So it's actually fun. He does have a sniffer, so he knows pretty much everything that snares down
We meet again.
Thank you for saving me. People say all kinds of things about witches, but I've always known yours to be an honorable guild.
So you managed to salvage some goods.
Yes, but I await the repair of my wagon. As time passes, my losses grow. Do you need something? I'll let it go half-free.
Let me have a look at your stock. Take care.
Years of work up in smoke.
What happened here?
Oh, got a wee bit chilly the night, so I set fire to my forge. Got it nice and roaring. Roasted some wieners. What do you think happened, dimwit? Some bugger set alight me workshop. I've lost everything. Everything!
You can't blame the dwarf for being angry. Geralt did ask maybe a stupid question. Let's tell him we're sorry.
Sorry. Any suspects?
Whole damned village. I've lived here half a century. Thought they saw me as one of their own. But everything changed when the Black Ones came. I'm the only smith around, so I got to serve as their garrison. Bang dents out to plate, shoe horses, that sort of thing. Nilfgaardians don't pay me a bloody copper. Just give me supplies and orders. But humans can't fathom that. They think I'm getting rich off their misfortune. That I sleep on a pile of gold like a ploughing dragon. They've stopped talking to me. Spit when I pass. And now this.
You have to feel sad for the dwarf. He's not a bad guy, just people Not people. Humans being humans. Treating anybody who's different badly. Let's help the dwarf have his justice.
I can find your arsonist, provided you're willing to pay.
I've not much left, but I'll give you all if you bring me that horse in, so that he gets what he deserves. The night of the fire, I heard movement outside my hut. Went out to see if I could find any tracks, but I found nothing. But then I haven't got cat eyes, have I? Good luck.
Let's do some open world quests before we even go through the main quests. Like every sane player. Because there's no time limit in open world games. Pretty much everybody knows that. Especially Skyrim players. In that game, it's almost the end of the world. But instead of trying to save the world, we go and pick flowers for a random old lady. Because, you know, that's the most logical thing a player can do.
Shavings from a tinderbox. Arsonist must have lit his torch here, tossed it on the roof, then fled through the orchard. Boot prints. A man's. Large.
Would any of you, my friends, be willing to turn to a witcher and gain all of their powers? Even though you know how to... Even though you're gonna have to fathom the torture they went through? Personally, I'd do it. Since an adventurer's life is worth more than a normal life.
Stinks of piss and vodka.
Did you know this, my friends? There's a secret thing that happens in The Witcher, especially in the tutorial level of this, which counts as White Orchard. If you slay all of these cows, like their hide, a special secret will appear for you. You should try it sometime if you never tried it.
Took off his boots and went in the water. Probably wanted to cover his trail.
That's a smart arsonist.
Something jumped out of the rushes. Drowners. But he managed to escape. Lost his boots in the rush. Tracks lead back to the village. Bleeding, but not badly. Surface wound.
It's always fun
Anyone want to go and
just
jump in
making
puddles?
people run away from you.
Oh, this'll cool the stuffy heat. Odds.
Don't forget the squat, my friends. If it's not
This'll cool
nailed
the
down,
stuffy heat.
then you can loot it.
Trail ends here, but I'll recognize him by his wounds.
Technically, this doesn't count as stealing, since it just says looting. Let's not try this track in real life. Will not work with the cops. Guess we
Claw marks. It's gotta be him.
just found our arsonist.
Nasty wound. Run into a drowner?
What the fuck do you care?
Whoa, our arsonist's a charmer too. Come on, Smith wants to talk to you.
I not talk to a non-human. Sons of bitches all, and dwarves are the worst. Greedy little magpies do anything for gold, they will. They forge the blades the black ones put to our throats. Am I not right? Listen, we can work this out man to man. I give you gold, you don't turn me in. My mum died a while back and I sold her tools. I've spent some, but what's left is yours.
What would you do in Geralt's place? Would you sell your honor for gold? And keep the injustice? Or would you keep your word and your honor and bring the bad guy to justice? Personally, when I play The Witcher, I always go the canon route, which is the good guy Geralt. At least that's how canon Geralt is in my head. And also, don't forget this, my friends. If you want realism in your gameplay, or you want realism in the games you play, always go for the Witcher series. Even though it's a fantasy setting, it's the most realistic setting for mankind. Now let's take this bad guy to justice.
Magpies and dwarves might be greedy, but I'm not. Can't buy me.
Then I'll beat your fucking mug to a pulp!
The good thing we have the Force as the Witcher. I think that means Star Wars is canon for the Witcher series.
Calm down. Now follow me. Up and at him.
What's going on?
Here you go. One village pyromaniac in the flesh.
Nap? You? I knew your mum for years. Charged her nary a copper. This is how you repay me. I've had enough. Hey, soldier. A minute of your time, please.
No! Willis, I beg you! I was drunk! Didn't know what I was doing!
I've told you, Master Willis. We will help you rebuild once reinforcements come. The supplies have been ordered.
Not what this is about, mate. This here's the arsonist. A witcher found him.
The forge was important to the garrison. Destroying it was sabotage. No trial needed here. Just a tree.
As you can see from the quotes or the choices we can choose, it might feel bad what we just did, but it's justice.
Harsh as punishment goes.
But deserved. You know, I hated the black ones at first, like everybody else did. Now I'm thinking they might just bring order to this place. Teach these layabouts some manners. But enough about that. Your reward. And I managed to save some things from the fire. Anvil's still whole, so I'm sure I can bang something out on it. You need anything, let me know. Give you a good price. A return customer. Welcome. What can I do for you this time?
Show me what you got.
Now, my friends, let's try to craft an upgrade for our armor. That's expensive. We had 300 gold, and now we're poor.
So long.
Let's see what this old woman dies from us.
Lost your key, ma'am?
No, not me key. Me pan. It's always sat there empty, this hut. That is, till the night afore the battle. A man arrived, walked right in like 'twere his own. Was standing at me window, peering at the goings-on. He must have eyed me, 'cause next I knew, there he was, coming my way. So, I grabbed me pan, for protection, see? But he just asks all polite, Gran, got any birch bark by chance? Lilac berries or even a few coals? Nay, says I. And you must be right daft to pester folk at night with such foolery. But I sees he ain't listening. Just staring at me pan like a magpie at a copper. Lend it to me, Gran. I'll give it back come morn. I was right baffled for what's he doing, frying in the dark. But I've got a soft heart, so I gave it to him.
You can either be sarcastic or try to reason with the woman. Let's not hurt her and just be normal.
Interesting. What happened then?
Afore dawn, another rode up to the hut. But come on, only the first fella left. Locked the door, hopped on his horse, and that were all I saw of him. And me pan. 'Twere old, black with sort, not worth much, I suppose. But I've no other. Would you help me, dearie? Bring an old widower pan. I could never break down that door myself. And in truth, I'm afeard to go in any road. Such a stench wafting out. Methinks the other fellow, well, that he's lying there.
Let's help the old lady. I always try to do in real life a good deed, my friends, especially to old folks, and to show them respect.
Never taken on a pan contract. Fine, I'll go in, look around. You should wait here, just in case.
A witcher that cooks. That would be a nice storyline.
A corpse. Explains the stench. His throat. He was garroted. And some old scars. Kind of soldier might have.
What's that, dearie?
Nothing. His throat. He was garroted. And some old scars. Kind of soldier might have.
But when I gab to myself, they say I'm going barmy.
His throat. He was garroted. And some old scars. Kind of soldier might have.
Found the pan, have ye?
His throat. He was garroted. And some old scars. Kind of soldier might have.
Found the pan, have ye?
Cracked monocle. Interesting.
Found the pan, have ye?
Oh god, just repeating everything.
Documents, almost entirely burned. A few pieces still legible.
Found the pan, have ye?
Let's read what was on the papers. The burned papers say, and when you arrange to meet, you, fudging, I said fudge thing, which is the thing you put on ice cream. You fudging show up. I did, risking my life and the entire blasted operation, and ended up standing there with my plowing chicken in my hands, waiting for nothing. I thought that the Guardian army was better organized than that. But you, some gibberish lines, tell that blasted Lord General of yours that me and my companions don't hold grudges. So we won't break off negotiations. But since our old plan's gone chicken thighs up, this time we'll choose the time and place for the next meeting.
The priceless frying pan. Scrubbed clean. Looks like the mystery man didn't need the pan so much as the soot off it to make ink, write letters.
Found the pan, have ye?
Let's try to troll him one last time.
His throat. He was garroted. And some old scars. Kind of soldier might have.
Found the pan, have ye?
Here, your frying pan.
Mine? But mine were black with soot. And I could see myself in this one if I wanted. But them years are past.
It was the soot the man needed. He scraped it off to make ink. Must have had an urgent letter to write. Urgently burned some other documents too.
And the other fellow?
Dead. Round up a few boys and bury him outside the village. Deep, so the necrophages don't dig him up. And take my advice. Don't mention this to the Nilfgaardians.
Hang about! You've earned a token of thanks. Here, sonny, for the road.